Welcome. Today we are going to take a look into the new Ultimate Spider-Man story. It all began 20 years ago when the Maker intervened, preventing a radioactive spider from biting a young Peter Parker. In doing so, he also thwarted the emergence of any other superheroes, establishing a secret council to govern the world from the shadows. Peter Parker is now a married father of two, made a fateful decision. He allowed a radioactive spider to bite him, prompted by Tony Stark's delivery of a Picotech suit, the spider itself, and dire warnings regarding the Maker's Council. Since that moment, Peter has utilized his newfound extraordinary abilities to uncover the truth hidden within the world. Meanwhile, his uncle Ben Parker has taken up the mantle of investigative journalism, seeking truth after departing from the corrupt Daily Bugle, which is under the ownership of Wilson Fisk. However, there's a complication in Peter's heroic endeavors. His daughter, May Parker, has stumbled upon his secret identity. After this, Peter faces his first villain, the Shocker. Initially, Shocker manages to overpower Spider-Man, but in their second encounter, Peter manages to land a punch on him. Shocker tells him he may have broken his ribs, but despite that, Shocker blasts him again and attempts to flee. Meanwhile, we catch a glimpse of Kingpin, revealing that he isn't the ultimate authority. He answers to someone even more powerful. Later, Peter and his daughter collaborate on designing a new suit for Spider-Man. She finds his all-black suit intimidating and urges him to add more color to it. Initially, Peter incorporates webs onto the black suit, resembling the symbiote suit, but his daughter insists on further modifications to make it less frightening. Peter then tries a suit resembling the Scarlet Spider, but it fails to meet her approval. Another attempt, inspired by the 2099 suit, prompts her to suggest adding blue to it. However, when Peter presents a blue suit with black accents, she rejects it for being too monochromatic. Finally, they settle on creating the classic Spider-Man suit. Later, we find Uncle Ben and J. Jonah settling into their new office. Peter arrives, bringing along a tree as a gift for the new workspace. Spotting a board with Kingpin's name on it, Peter inquires about its significance. This prompts a conversation about the Green Goblin's recent attacks on buildings owned by Kingpin. Subsequently, Peter ventures outside and waits for the Green Goblin to strike again. After a prolonged wait, the Goblin finally emerges, chasing after Bullseye. It becomes evident that Bullseye has set a trap for the Goblin and successfully manages to overpower him. However, Spider-Man intervenes, joining the battle. In the midst of the confrontation, Bullseye hurls his cards at Spider-Man, who narrowly evades them, but inadvertently causes them to strike a nearby crane. Taking advantage of the distraction, the Goblin shoots Bullseye in the back, but Bullseye swiftly retaliates, incapacitating the Goblin once more. Expressing his surprise at the Goblin's failure to recognize the trap, Spider-Man punches Bullseye, which knocks him unconscious. After the fight, the Green Goblin, typically Spider-Man's arch-nemesis, approaches Spider-Man to ask him if he's okay. Spider-Man assures him that he's fine, and then asks if the Goblin knows the identity of their adversary. The Goblin admits he doesn't know, mentioning that the man calls himself Bullseye. Next, the Goblin places Bullseye onto his glider and comments on Spider-Man's intriguing suit. He presses a button on his chest, causing Spider-Man's suit to interface with the Goblin's. As a result, Peter's mask disintegrates, revealing his identity, while the Goblin lowers his own mask, introducing himself as Harry. Spider-Man responds with his real name, Peter. Harry asks him if he's noticed that the world is getting strange and more dangerous, and Peter agrees. Then Harry proposes going for a drink, to which Peter agrees. And that's the end. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what I do, like and subscribe.